Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm just doing NWOpening number 94, and today we are unboxing the WrestleMania 2025 with Seth Freakin Rollins. Not quite the same nickname as Wade Barrett's DSW nickname, which is... So again, just like the Bianca Belair in the last video, we're actually just in this for the Howard Finkel Build-A-Figure part, and God knows when we're going to get the other two, but it's still a pretty cool figure. Again, this was reduced to £10 in Smith's, and you can tell that I didn't really check this over in anywhere near as much like detail as I normally would. First of all, I probably wouldn't have picked one up with the band like this just in case I ended up selling it on inbox to someone who is a mock collector. But even worse than that, something I just noticed is this little white dot in the ab joint. That is that's bad. I've not seen like anything like that. I'm not going to say stuff like that never happened before they changed the Mattel factory. But yeah, definitely not great. And I definitely normally wouldn't have come away with this, but you could tell I couldn't really be bothered agonizing over the best copy of figures I'm not particularly interested in a toy hunt where I was picking up 8 figures. But as Seth Rollins' go, this is pretty interesting. I'm not sure it's the one that I would use if I was going to use him in my Fed, which I probably won't be. Probably the only member of the Shield who would make it out of the Shield in my Fed is possibly Moxley. But you never know, Rollins maybe, he could show up at some stage. If I've filmed stuff more often, then definitely maybe. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is the one I would go with, just because it's so bright and loud and egregious. But yeah, it is kind of nice as well. I do like a bit of hot pink. So as always, we've got the picture of Rollins on the side. We've got the action figure in the box. The Howard Finkel image and name on the bottom, WrestleMania Vegas logo. Exact same picture of Seth Rollins, and then a little pause on the back. We can see which Howard Finkel piece we're getting in this one, which is the legs. Not the most important piece to pick up, as the legs are more or less the same, but I am sort of weirdly neurotic, so I do prefer to get the correct legs for a figure, as opposed to using like somebody else's legs for Howard Finkel, as weird as that is. So it's still relevant, really. And the rest of the wave, that we've already unboxed Bianca Belair in the previous NWOpening. Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart we're still going to have to source from somewhere. But yeah, we're going to get into those at some stage as well. And I think that's more or less everything for this one. So we can just get straight into this and crack him open. Okay, so initial impressions. How many hands come with this thing? I mean, it's kind of fair enough because you don't really get any accessories apart from, I guess, technically that belt. Although you do get your Build-A-Figure piece as well. And although I suppose with the WrestleMania wave, you are technically supposed to be paying more than an average elite. So yeah, I mean, this thing comes with like 1,000,000 hands. So we've got two of these, what I like to call tag hands, but just kind of open hands. We've got 2 of these posed kind of Randy Orton pose hands, and we've got 2 open grip hands, which are my faves, as well as 2 fists already on him, of course. We got this very bright and colourful backing card, and I can't help but notice that these are just getting more and more warped, every one. I mean, actually, the Bianca Belair one was way worse than that. Technically, it's just a bit of packaging. It's just a bit of set dressing, really. But I don't know. I like keeping them for promos and stuff like that, so it is a little bit of a shame, but it really doesn't matter. So let's have a bit of a look at him. First of all, the likeness is pretty good. Very definitely not on the worst end of the spectrum of Seth Rollins' heads. There's definitely, they're definitely very hit and miss. We've got the two-tone hair, the hairy chest, and the, what we like to call it, the crab's ladder. We've got the belt is now around his waist. It actually fits around his waist really well once it's in the right position. And it has these kind of little pink tabs around it, like belt loops. I don't know what you would call this belt, really. Like, I don't know. I assume it was supposed to be like a parody of Cody's weight belt or something. We, of course, have the really cool hot pink trunks as well in this very specific kind of padded design. We've got the pink knee pads, which could be really important for a custom if you needed pink knee pads for someone. And we've got those really interesting kind of pink kick pads with like the red front as well. Nothing in particular going on at the back, but you can see the two-tone hair a little bit better as well. And of course we have the double jointed elbows as is standard nowadays, so that's really cool. Now I'm just going to do what I always do in my unboxings and check over the joints of this. Now this is actually done a lot better so far than the previous two figures that I've unboxed, in the fact that I haven't noticed anything glaringly wrong with it before even starting this part of the video. So that's a really good sign. Of course, I'm probably more likely to use the Bianca Belair and The Rock than this Seth Rollins, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, that is a really good head. That's great. The hair doesn't get in the way of the movement. The head really, really firm, really good. Shoulder moves good. It's a bit stiff, but I prefer things on the stiff side to the soft side. We've got the bicep is all right and the elbow is okay. This shoulder, it does go up. In fairness, the last two NWO openings have been a bit dodgy for other joints, but we've now had 3 in a row where both of the shoulders move. That elbow's a bit loose. We have the ab joint. Wow, that's the best one of the last 3 NWO openings, easy. And the waist, that's okay. Legs, okay, goes up, so it's doing better than The Rock. Knee bends. Boot cut is fine, and the toe joint moves. So that's a plus on most figures. Yep, everything moves fine on this. Of course, it's typical, isn't it? The one figure that I picked up for the Build-A-Figure piece, as opposed to actually use, is in immaculate condition. Like that is incredibly good piece of Seth Rollins action figure right there. I don't know, maybe he's just talked himself into the Fed, I don't know. Like, I've never really been a Seth Rollins guy, but it's one of those things where he's kind of been around for so long now that I kind of just respect him. You know, after a certain amount of time, as long as it's not someone that you like really vehemently dislike, you just come to accept everyone, and Seth Rollins is definitely one of those people. But there's a lot of stuff I want to do in the Fed that I never film, so I don't know if he'll ever have a place in it. That being said, this is a really good figure. This is it's really nice. We got a billion different hands. We've of course got the Howard Finkel legs. Usually in these unboxings, I kind of like putting the figure together as we're unboxing the pieces, but we kind of just have the head and the legs, so we can't really do that. I mean, it's kind of terrifying. I mean, if I was after a Seth Rollins figure, I don't know, I feel like I would have picked one up before this one came out anyway, although I'd maybe have got this as an upgrade or as a new one to get the Howard Finkel piece either way. This is a really, really good figure. It looks really nice. This particular example, it's in really good condition. We've got a lot of post hands. We've got the Build-A-Figure piece. For the price that we actually paid in Smith's, this was a really, really good purchase. And this has definitely renewed my faith that Mattel can actually still put out figures in decent condition, so that's always good to know. But if you enjoyed this video, then please do like, comment and subscribe. Check out the NWO openings playlist in the end screen for more, and you'll also be able to check out the toy hunt where I picked this up along with 7 other figures, and the Bianca Belair and The Rock NWO openings that I've been talking about, which were pretty interesting to say the least, are also available in that NWO openings playlist, so check those out if you would like to. Channel memberships are now available for anyone that would be interested for just £1 a month. At the time of recording this video, you have exclusive access to 20 unreleased videos. This will be the 21st, though one will be going out tonight, and by the time this video actually goes out, God knows how many of them will have been released and or how many videos will have been added. But yeah, I think there's really good value if you enjoy the content of this channel. And if you do check that out, even if you're just taking a look at the options, then I still really appreciate that anyway. And I also really appreciate you guys joining me, so thank you all for watching, and goodbye.